Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I'm Skip LaCour. I am so glad you are here joining me for this live broadcast. Whether you're watching me on my YouTube channel, at Skip LaCour, my Facebook page, at Skip LaCour page, or my Instagram. Hello, Instagram. Doing this live for you on Instagram, and that's at Skip LaCour. Hey, make sure you're on all of my social media platforms because each one has a different flavor, a different style, a different way to communicate. They're all at Skip LaCour, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, all at Skip LaCour. And then on Facebook, Skip LaCour page. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. This is a show I do. We talk about training. We talk about eating. We talk about mindset. We talk about how to tie it all in together with a lifestyle. It's really about our connection. Just a little bit every single day I come to you, going through the journey of life, two men, a little bit older, with busy, productive lives, making our fitness a high priority. Maybe you want to make it a little bit more of a priority in your life at this stage. I want to help you do that. And going through the journey, being here on my social media platforms, watching my live videos just a little bit every single day. We'll get this done. We'll get this done. Hey, tell me where you are from. Tell me where you're watching me from. Tell me what you are loving about these live broadcasts, about these Workouts for Older Men live broadcasts. Tell me what you want to see more of. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, go ahead and post those down below. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to acknowledge you before I log off on this live broadcast. And I'm going to go through the comments all throughout the day, all throughout the weekend, all through the next coming week, whatever it takes. You're taking the time to watch me. I am flattered by that. I will not let you down. I'm going to come to you with some passion and energy every single day as we're going through this journey of life. So make sure you post your comments, your questions, your suggestions down below. Tell me where you're watching me from. If you are watching this in a replay version, that is great too. The vast majority of driven, ambitious men who are just like you watch it in the replay version. I respect your time. And you go ahead and post your comments, questions, suggestions. Communicate just as if you were watching it live, because I'm going to connect with you. I want to make this an interactive experience, all right? So I'm going to do another set here while we have more guys just like us coming on to today's broadcast. All right, guys. I want to take time to introduce myself. If you're new to my social media platforms, new to this Workouts for Older Men live broadcast, my name is Skip LaCour. I am a coach. I'm a speaker. I'm an author. I am the creator of the Manformation Personal Development Program for Men. Personal development that is specifically designed for men to become our best. Again, this is just about to achieve our goals inside the gym, but the total package outside the gym too. I'm a former 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder, and that intensity, that focus for so many years, that has me still coming, after 30 years, still coming to you with passion, and that's where I share the training, the eating, the mindset strategies, that extreme focus. What I do now is I specialize in helping older men like me. Here I am at 56 years old, still passionate, still driven, still making fitness a high priority. But I'm probably a lot more like the men I cater to these days. I specialize in a little bit older, but really busy, productive lives. Right? Maybe for the first time in your life, if this is you, you're putting your energy, your focus into your fitness. Maybe for the first time in your life. Maybe you used to do it 20 years ago. Maybe you used to follow my journals as I was so focused for a contest. And you had all those disciplines, you used to do them, they worked. But now you went on to your family, your business, you're successful there. Just can't do all those things. And maybe you're not doing anything. And I'm more in your position now, 15 years removed from retiring as a competitive bodybuilder. I really had to take all those strategies that worked and take the risk, take the gamble, continue learning from the younger guys, the evidence-based science guys. What could I let go of and still look amazing at this age, at 56? And I'll just tell you, this journey has been an amazing one. I am surprised all the things that I don't have to do to look this great at 56 years old. And that's what I share with my older guys with busy, productive lives. You're successful with your family. You're successful with business. Why is this so challenging? You're getting your information from the younger, passionate, extremely driven fitness experts. You're going from YouTube channel to YouTube channel, social media platform to social media platform. Why is this so confusing? I want to help you unravel all these mysteries, all right? So you can do what you need to do so you can keep your busy, productive life intact. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get yourself to do the things you know you should do. Right? When it comes to your fitness, I mean, you know what to do. You're a smart guy. Again, you're successful in your business and your family. I mean, that didn't just come easily. You worked hard. You cracked the code. Right? And now you're getting all these strategies. You're doing your best to have the certainty and confidence with what you've learned. But even with the uncertainty, you're not doing the things you know you should do. And I know how frustrating that can be. I want to help you. I want to share some of the mindset strategies that work for me at this age. I'm just like you. I've got my challenges in life just like you. And all the experience that I have through my one-on-one coaching help men just like you break through all the training, eating strategies that's most effective and efficient to keep your life intact. Not just saying, hey, you can't eat 6-8 meals a day. You can't carry a gallon of water around with you all the time. You can't get to the gym for 2 hours, 6 days a week. Well, what's your excuse? What, you lazy? I'm not like that at all. And all that isn't necessary regardless of what you're hearing from the younger, really passionate fitness experts. I want to share those strategies that I understand. I'm in that same situation. And I know what it's like, even when you're certain, to get yourself to do the things you need to do. I want to talk about that in today's live broadcast. I also want to talk about I've had so many men reach out to me because they're bouncing around from training strategy to training strategy. And I've been talking to you. If I talked to you yesterday, I'm going to do a link for you to reach out to me today, fill out a questionnaire, tell me your story. And I've been making one-on-one calls, and in 10 minutes or less, I can change your entire perspective to give you the certainty and confidence that the training strategy that you are using is going to work for you. So you don't have to bounce around from training strategy to training strategies, expert to expert. All right, so that's what I'm going to talk about, that and a whole lot more in today's Workout for Older Men Live. So I'm going to do one more set and get into today's message. I'm going to acknowledge you for being here, so continue to post your questions, your comments, your suggestions down below. Thank you so much for joining me here for Workouts for Older Men Live. All right. Instagram, you can't see this, but I put on a whole production over on my YouTube and on my Facebook page. I kind of have this all planned out, set up. I do these sets. I give the muscle shots, the exercise shots from a couple different angles. So got a real planned out show here. All right. So if you get a chance, come and go to my Skip LaCour page at Facebook or on my YouTube channel at Skip LaCour. All right. I'm so glad you're here. I get so pumped up coming to you guys every single day with the information, the inspiration. I'll tell you, when I'm going to talk about, how to get yourself to do the things you know you should do, when that's a challenge, part of my reason is you. I think about you. I turn on these cameras for these live broadcasts. I got to step up. And that's part of my motivation that I'll talk about here today. I know you come to me for the training and eating strategies. And if you go to skiplacour.com, there's a lot of those for you. All right? And I'll continue with the training strategies on all my social media platforms. I know that's what you want. The training strategies, the eating strategies, that's a vehicle. That is the process for a result. And that result you want is an amazing physical body, great health. Right? That's the result. But there's a bigger result that usually isn't talked about, especially on fitness channels when you're going for the information. And the real result are the feelings and emotions that you want most for all of this effort. Because there are a lot of ways to get happy, to be fulfilled, to keep yourself out of pain, to feel in control. There's a lot of ways. A lot of fitness guys, they'll say, hey, why is that guy going for that Lamborghini? Why is he going for business? Money, money, money. That's not important. Yet they're putting all the emphasis on their body to a lot of guys like us, our body, the training, breaking down the strategies, our fitness is so important. And that is a worthwhile goal, right? Our goal, our body, is really, really important. And all that money and those cars and watches and stuff, that's not important. Well, my travel, my obsession with personal development over these 36 years, actually 6 years longer than my bodybuilding and training lifestyle, what I've realized is that we all have different goals, and they may seem so different. The guy who's going for the Lamborghini while you're going to master your body, right? It seems so different, doesn't it? But what I've learned is that it's just what we attach to that Lamborghini or the ripped six-pack of abs. It's all the same thing. We all just attach different things to it. So, the guy with Lamborghini, those guys, right? To them, it's control, it's achievement, it's getting out of pain. Maybe they felt less than, maybe they felt bullied, and they latched on to their career and the achievement and everything that goes along with it. The significance that comes with it, that was just what they picked out. And that made them dot every I, cross every T, figure out the code, crack the code. And that's no different what maybe you're doing, what you're focusing on now. It's not the training strategies, it's not the eating strategies, it's not even the physical body, it's the feelings and emotions that you want most. A lot of times we want to feel in control. Life gets hectic. I know it is, it's that way for me too. It gets stressful the more you want. The more you got to balance things. Sometimes life isn't under control, and you'll hear a lot of us who are into fitness will say, it's our therapy, right? When the world is falling apart, we know the gym is there. We can control our eating and our training and our workout. It makes us feel good. It's our therapy, a sense of control when the rest of the world isn't manageable. It's not under our control. There's too many variables going on. Maybe when we want to have that body for, to all those great feelings and emotions, right? But a lot of times we want to get out of pain, right? There's something that we want to get out of. And that's what I want to talk about today is really tapping into all these reasons why, you need to train, you need to eat, you need to have those habits, really important to you now, and you just can't get yourself to do it. And again, this is not just my personal experience and what I've learned from the masters. I talk to so many men who are just like you, a little bit older with busy, productive lives, who are really awesome at what you do. You've mastered, you cracked the code with your business. Most of the men who I talk to, they're doing well. It isn't like they're dummies, they're lazy. Not at all. They're just the opposite. And they have that sense of confidence when it comes to building their business, to being successful. Maybe they're managers at a job. Maybe, they've got promotions at their job, or they have their own businesses. Many times those same men have cracked the code, have a great, loving, connected relationship with family and great kids because they put the work, they cracked the code. It just didn't come to them. right? So when it comes to the fitness cracking the code, they just can't figure out why they can't do the things they know they should do. And I tell you, a lot of times it's just your imagination. What story can you create in your head why this is so important? And it's going to be different for everybody. It's a story that you create in your head, and that's meaningful for you. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. It's like I talk to a lot of men, and today I'm going to tell you in this broadcast, I'm going to post down below how to reach out to me. Today, all this week, I'm going to continue talking to you one-on-one. Yesterday, I talked to a lot of men, and I'll continue to do that this entire weekend, is in 10 minutes or less, I can help you stop bouncing around from training strategy to training strategy and just feel the certainty and confidence of what you need to do. Right? In 10 minutes, I'll just switch your mindset so you won't be bouncing around from training strategy to training strategy. So I'm going to continue to make myself available to you. But also I want you to reach out and click that link below. Let me two brains, and this is what I do with my coaching, it's two brains looking at your life. It's all about you. To create this story, your imagination, to take the good, the bad, the feelings and emotions that you want and get crystal clear, because that's what you're going to need to do to start doing the things you already know you need to do. Give you an example. So I have a lot of gentlemen, they call me and they say, yeah, I love the training. I love that feeling. I can get in the gym, but I'm 40 pounds overweight, 30 pounds overweight, whatever it may be, just can't get myself to diet. Can't eat the things. I'm around my family, my wife, she's a great cook. All right, the kids are eating this food. I just can't do that. I know it's important. And so what they want to do is focus more on their training and obsess about the training routine and whatever. And I try to tell them that when you're 30 pounds overweight, you know you have that body fat. You know you do. You're really not going to see the rewards. You may feel like you're getting gains from your training routine, and you probably are, whatever that routine is. But you're not going to see them when they're covered by too much body fat. You got to shift, and you got to put that focus, if that's what you want. A lot of men who I work with, they're successful. They have the successful mindset. They're coming into training. They look way better, a lot better than the men their age. Right? But the men their age, they don't even work out. They don't even watch their diet. So it's not too much of a compliment when you look so much better than men your age who don't even work out. And I think you know what I'm talking about there. And so they're on the YouTube channels, they're on social media, and they see the fitness experts all ripped and all this, and they're saying, wait a second. Why am I so far away from the fitness expert who's giving me this advice? I'm closer to the men my age who don't even train, and I'm way too far away. I know I shouldn't have everything the fitness experts. That's what they do. That's what they live. They've been doing this for a long time. But why am I closer to the men my age who don't even work out? What's going on there? I tell you, this dieting thing is an important thing if you're ever going to see what you're working so hard for. And sometimes we know it, but we keep on pushing it off, right? And so, I say, who doesn't love The Rock, right? And I say, look, don't you think The Rock loves pizza? Don't you think he loves hamburgers and the taste of food and, the relief and the comfort that you get from food? Of course he does. Now, I don't know him. I can't climb in his mind, but the strategies for success are universal. Probably the same strategies that you used to be successful with your business and family. And I said, I go on this exercise to climb into his mind. I said, what do you think he thinks about? He probably thinks this is a sense of urgency, like he's got one shot. He probably makes $20 million move. A lot of people put their faith and trust in him. He's probably not saying, wow, I'm a big movie star. This is so awesome, all those positive things. What really drives us sometimes is to avoid pain, to never get in it or to get out of it. He's probably thinking of all the people who counted on him, the executive producers, right, who put their faith and trust in him. He doesn't want to let them down. Maybe the screenwriter of the movie that he's starring in, maybe she isn't as successful as him, and that he or she, the screenwriter, that script is everything in the world to them. Their whole career is riding on their one break of this movie that The Rock is starring in. Maybe he's thinking about he only has a certain window. He's worked this hard, and it's 1 out of 1,000,000 to become the star. He may not have another chance, and he's an action hero. He's got to look amazing. He's got to look awesome. He may not ever have another shot if he blows it. Maybe he's thinking about his kids, his kids' kids. he's got the chance to earn this gift that he's worked so hard for. He doesn't want to blow it. All right? You know, most of us, if you really think, when our back's against the wall, we have a deadline. When we step into the pain, we create that imagination, right? That if we don't step up, that we'll have that pain. That's what really gets us going a lot of times. But I notice a lot of men, because sometimes when it comes to fitness, because they're doing better than most, they're not willing to apply that pain that is so useful, all right? Not letting people down. Again, when your back's against the wall, think of your biggest accomplishments. Now, tell you, I talk to a lot of older men. They're 40 pounds overweight. They're carrying a lot of weight on their frame, 55 years old. Right? It's just not healthy. They know it. They've got kids. Right? They worry about hanging with their kids, being alive for the kids, being in great shape with the kids. All of these obvious things that I am sure The Rock wants to eat that pizza too, but he's thinking about why he just will not. And sometimes we numb ourselves from the pain. Let me just tell you something. It's there anyway. And here's the thing is, all that pain does by stepping into it, all right, it doesn't last forever. All it does is help you crack the code, because when it comes to business, when it comes to family, and also with your fitness, and you know that from your business and family, it's just a code to crack. Everything runs in patterns in life. We all can do it. Think back when you had a Rubik's Cube, back when you were younger. Right? Could you solve one of those? Now, I couldn't, but I didn't try. Could I have? Sure, if I wanted to invest my willpower, focus, energy, and time, but it's just a pattern. Will we be persistent enough to crack the code and do it? That's what's all going to come down to. All right? But we all can do it, and I think you know that when it comes to your fitness. It's just a matter of getting yourself to do what you want to do. We can all crack that code, right? When you tap into that pain, when you think about your kids, your health, how are you going to be, even if you're alive when you're 75, what kind of shape you're in? Because it's determined by your health, fitness habits, your eating habits now. It may be painful now, but I'll tell you, that'll get you to crack the code. Just try one more time. And then it becomes a habit. The pain doesn't last forever. And you probably know that. They just become habits. Right? If you want some help using this imagination, I'll be your coach. I'll push you. I'll prod you to think about how The Rock probably thinks about why he's never going to eat that pizza when he's got this film coming in. Not just because of the millions of dollars that he gets paid. Right? Again, we will do more to stay out of pain, to not let people down, all right, than we do for the great things. Because a lot of us, our lives are pretty good already. But we got to do that extra thing for a long enough period of time until we crack the code, until it becomes habit. I want you to reach out today. Go to skiplacour.com/questionnaire. That's what I did yesterday with the training routines. That's what I'm going to do today with helping you figure out your why. It's so important to the process, right? So, again, a lot of guys, you know, real quick, they talk to me on the phone. They say, wow, are you always so up? Right? You know, you get up so early, you do this. And I tell them, I go, look, I got my challenges just like everybody else. But it's this type of thinking that I want to help you with, just aligning it. I crowd out my mind of the negative thoughts with the positive, what I'm drawing for, right, after I get myself going. And that's usually the state of mind that you see me in. And when you fill your mind up with where you're going, you don't waste your time about what people are saying or what the possible downside. It crowds out all those type of things with where you're going. And then it's a matter of just setting up your life the way you want it. You know, there's another thing it made me think is, you know, I created this list a while ago because when I was competing, right, it was just the greatest experience in the world, competing. And if you've ever been in a bodybuilding contest, you know what I'm talking about. It's like every minute of the day, you're accountable to this vision of being on stage on this 12 weeks, 15 weeks away, right? The vision, you see yourself, you feel it, you breathe it in your mind 100 times a day, the end goal, the result, and all the feelings and emotions, all the positive that you're going to experience 100 times a day. You also feel, if I am not ready, I'm going to embarrass myself in my banana hammock. I did all this work and I didn't finish it off. You think about both pleasure, but also the pain 100 times a day. It makes, from the moment you get up in the morning and everything you do till you hit your pillow at night, it all counts. And I'm telling you, it's the most amazing and addictive feeling in the world. All right, a lot. If you've entered a contest, you know what I'm talking about. The challenge is when I was done competing, I wanted to round out the rest of my life. That wasn't going to do because all that willpower, focus, energy, and time went into competing. But I know it's the feeling, the journey, the sense of control, the vision, the imagination was what I was addicted to. And so I created this process to set your entire life up like a contest to win big there too. And part of what keeps me going comes to you all this time in social media, to be in this kind of shape at 56, to continue going after 30 years, is because what I've learned to do is do that with my entire life, with my wife, my kids, my legacy, my vision, my business. I mean, hey, you guys see this beautiful gym here in Walnut Creek? It's connected to a Renaissance hotel, this Club Sport gym. See, I am envisioning you coming and joining me. All of you older men with busy, productive lives, you loving this lifestyle training, a 3-day training camp, right? It's those type of thoughts, right, that in addition to my kids, their growth, getting them some of this personal development. If you are on my social media platforms, you see all the stuff that I do with my kids, their affirmations, what we start our day with, what they're happy about, what they're grateful for, what they love about themselves, right? All of these things I learned in 36 years of personal development with my kids and my coaching clients, all right? Okay, it's all of these things. It's just that the vision now is not just a trophy on stage. It's not just my physical body. It's my wife, my family, my kids. It's you. It's my coaching clients. It's my impact, my legacy, and both pain and pleasure I use. If this sounds interesting, if you know you have what it takes, you're a smart guy, you've done this with your business, you've done this with your family, you got to do it. You're starting to think about how much time do I have left on this planet? Because we really don't have as much time. I know we like to think we're young, we're guys. Sometimes we guys, we don't grow up. But you got to take care of your health. You got to take care of yourself. We only have so much time on this planet left. And that's one of those pain things that makes you get those habits and follow through. I say that to myself all the time, and I'm not being negative. I'll tell you, the 90s were a really transitional time for me. And I tell you, I remember being at the club, dancing to some 90s music, to Bobby Brown in my late 20s or whatever. It seems like it was yesterday. Can you believe that was 30 years ago? Right? And if you're about my age, 56, that means 30 years from now, you'll be 86 years old if we're that lucky. Doesn't it just seem to fly by? If you're about my age, you know what I'm talking about. We have to train, eat, take care of ourselves with a sense of urgency. But in addition to that, we need to continue to produce for our families. We need to love, we need to hug, we need to hold with a sense of urgency. And that's why I come to you, to always remind you of who you are and what you're all about. If you need help with, you need some imagination to get this all, to both the pain and pleasure, to get you to finally follow through with the things you want. Maybe you want to set your entire life up like a contest. All right, I can help you with the steps. Right? I have this sheet, right? This is something I developed, and it's got 70 points to know if I'm on track, if I'm living that kind of life. I could just read a couple to them. You see a clear vision that you created in your mind at least 100 times a day. You created that vision in your mind. No one created it for you or told you what to do. Everything you do every single hour of the day is somehow connected to making that vision you see 100 times a day a reality, even if you have to creatively make that connection. Everything matters. Wouldn't that be amazing? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but life is a game. It's like a contest, right? Details don't seem like details to you. You gladly do them all. Everything you do or don't do matters. In your mind, everything matters. And I'll tell you, I've got 70 points like that if you want to develop this mindset that's so important to your success. You know that. You've done that in other parts of your life. You want to bring to your health and fitness, reach out to me. I'll post that link down below, skiplacour.com, /questionnaire. I'm making phone calls all weekend long. And if I talk to you yesterday, I started doing this yesterday with the training routines. I can continue to do that. Post down below that I talked to you. All right, guys. All right, so let me acknowledge you for being here. I can go on and on and on. This mindset is so important in the process. I want to help you work through that. All right, Vanartha from Cambodia. Daniel, hello. Ken, hello. Adrian, Mark, good to have you here. Andres, hello. Fazazi. Patrick, man, just had my 5th knee out for Operation Depressing, but I find the inspiration in your videos. Hey, give me a call. Reach out, Patrick. I tell you, you can use all these. It's your imagination, how to turn a situation, even with your need to empower you. Sometimes it's just imagination. Sometimes, like you said, it's depressing. We need another set of eyes, another brain to help us put the pieces together. That depression, that pain, exactly what I was talking about, can be just the thing that you create a whole new set of habits, and you're better than ever when it comes to your fitness. You're more appreciative. Again, it's all how you spin it in your mind. I want to help you do that. Reach out today. Ron, what's up? Good to have you here. Haran, bonjour to you. Led. Led lost 100 pounds and fell off the wagon. Again, you got to upgrade that why. What worked for you, you got a little complacent. That happens, right? Now we got to reestablish all these reasons. Hello, Masashi. Good to have. Thank you so much. Led is from Dallas, Texas. Matthew, hello. Good to have you here. Richard, good to have you here. Alexander, good to have you here. Stephen, Guy in the UK. Yassel from Morocco. Las, good to have you here. All right. Stephen, Hector, Christian, good to have you here. And Jeremy, Steve. All right, guys, I'll remember to continue to post your questions, your comments, say hello. I'll acknowledge you all throughout the day. Let's see who's watching from Instagram. Vinsu, L3, McGonroe. All right, guys. So make sure you're on all my social media platforms, Facebook, Skip LaCour page, and then YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope. Hello, Paul. Good to have you here. And those are all at Skip LaCour. All right, make sure you go to my skiplacour.com page. Also, make sure that you sign up. You're all my tips for older men, all the training, eating, mindset, lifestyle tips. I'll post that down below too. Again, guys, hey, remember, let's use both pain and pleasure. Let me help you out today. Reach out. Go to skiplacour.com/questionnaire. I'm going to reach out, make a phone call, so answer that call from the 925 area code all weekend long. We've got to train. We've got to eat. We've got to live the lifestyle. We also have to produce for our families. We've got to be all we can be, right? What if we don't use all our talent to the fullest, right? We got to use it while we're here, right? We got to hug. We got to love. We got to connect with a sense of urgency. We've got more time behind us than we do ahead of us. Now is the time to take action. I want to help you do that. Thank you for watching Workouts for Older Men Live. Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger.